Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Winklerverse. I'm Bart Winkler. Alongside is Ryan Horvat. For those that don't know, this is a podcast that I've been doing for 3 years into the Winklerverse. And Ryan Horvat, has been a strong member of the Winklerverse. I believe you're even still on the website. I never update. But you've been a member of the Winklerverse. And even pre-podcast, when we were doing radio together, we did picks. It's just something we've always done. And we've been able to continue that here in this format on a weekly, bi-weekly, sometimes tri-weekly basis. So we're back this week with our Week 10 NFL picks. Horvat, good to see you.
Great to see you. So I did jump on. So I've been getting a lot of and we are live too on Twitter. I retweeted this from you because
for those that don't know my long-going saga with Twitter, I did buy a blue check, and I feel no shame because morals don't make money.
All right, so I told you I had one funny story before we did the picks. Now I have two. So I bought the blue check too because I was so proud of myself that I finally got it because I was one of the last people, seeing as I was a producer that was in the back room that, didn't even do updates until year 3. So when I finally got the check mark, I was so proud only to have Musk take it away immediately. So now I bought it. I thought I bought it, but somehow, man, the crazy thing is because my Apple stuff is all controlled by my wife because she works for Apple. And so anytime I purchase anything on my phone, it's somehow attached to her credit card. So I'll get a UFC pay-per-view on my phone to watch on the TV for $150. And my wife will be like, Ryan, why the F did I buy UFC 218? And I'm like, shit, sorry, I'll Venmo you. But so she's been.
You're one of those split. I don't get you.
No, people. We're not split at all. I don't know. That's what makes it funny. My wife makes a ton of money, so she wants to go out and buy.
But the day I Venmo my wife, I'm moving out.
Oh, you mean split like that?
Yeah.
No, I mean we don't really do that. But she does not want to buy a UFC pay-per-view. So that's if we go to dinner, it'll be no, you get it, I get it, that kind of stuff. But she does not care about, she didn't want to watch. Not only did she have to pay for the UFC, but also I bet Sean O'Malley, knowing he was going to lose, just to cheer for him after 15 Guinnesses. So then I lost a bunch of money betting the UFC as well. So just a total wash. But so she's actually been paying for the blue check mark, and she just told me this yesterday. And I was like, well, I guess we could cancel that because I thought I needed it, and there was different features. If I wanted to get a guest for a show or a podcast, I could DM them. But yeah, screw that. Oh,
well, I just bought one because I want to be live. I want to be live on Twitter,
right? And that's the good thing. So I've been getting.
It's where I have the biggest following, and I'm just nah.
I've gotten an
idiot. I'm an idiot.
We said week 1 that we weren't going to skip. I said that. You were like, yeah, you will. And I was like, no. I'm going to be here every single week for picks because last year I missed a couple different weeks. And I missed the last 3 weeks. So today we're live. We're here. Before we get to the picks, though, did you ever go to outdoor ed? Where you actually this is at school, not Boy Scouts, where you camped overnight for 3 straight days?
No, I went to one camp in 6th grade, but my dad was a chaperone.
So my son, it's just part of the program. At school, they're going to outdoor ed. And he's staying and camping for 3 straight days, which is kind of cool, I guess. But I thought they were just going for the school day. So there's this whole checklist that it turned out that I needed to go and grab. I didn't know if you ever experienced anything like that. Have you ever been camping?
No.
I was gonna say I couldn't see you camping.
Well, we never. So my family growing up, we never did any of that. We did. Some of my family's in the hotel business, which, by the way, if you want to watch some football this weekend at Benvenuto's in Fond du Lac, they have 100-inch screens and game day specials on Sundays. But they're in the whole, so they would open up new hotels and we would go try them out for a weekend, and that was our camping. So we did these family excursions, but that was that. I've fished 3 times, never with my dad. My dad didn't teach me how to hunt. I don't know how to pitch a tent. I was going to say throw up a tent.
You definitely, yeah.
But I don't care. And I don't need to bring these things to my kid either. Like,
Right.
I want him, I want to take him to a water park. I want to go inside and, raid an ice machine in the middle of the night at a hotel. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed. I was like, well, first I was like, how is he going to survive? Because he's on his iPad and playing the PlayStation and on the Oculus. Like, he has every single gadget on the planet. I don't think he could survive without the internet. But I was also like, damn, I've never even taken him camping. I used to go camping all the time. One time I went camping and I saw, go figure, Bart, the Dave Matthews Band. But the night before I saw Dave, and this is at Alpine, I saw this show where Rage Against the Machine was the headliner. You want to talk about two different experiences. Imagine going to Rage one night, Dave the next night. Pretty awesome. Anyway, nobody gives a shit. Want to do some picks?
Yeah, I do. The story I want to tell, it's not even a story. Yeah. Have you ever, something on me stinks. I just took a shower. This was not something on me stinks like a bad batch of laundry, but I can't pinpoint it. And so I'm really bothered by it.
Is it coming from just like one armpit? Because if it's coming from your left side and it's your armpit, you might have a problem with your liver. Not to scare you.
Well, that's very possible.
I've been doing a lot of doom scrolling since I've hit 40 a couple weeks ago because I feel just like death is inevitable and it's coming for me. I feel like my life since I've turned 40 is kind of like the final destination.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little bit. Every day it's like I'm almost taken out somehow.
Every day I lay down in bed, I'm like, well, made it through that day. Hope I wake up.
Like I wake up and there's like a new pain or there's like a lump in my throat or like I have lower back pain. And I'm like, what the heck could this be? And then I go on Reddit and I'm like, holy shit, babe. My gallbladder needs to be removed.
Before we do the picks, we do have a special guest that saw this on YouTube and said this would be better if I joined. So I sent them the link. It's Tim Shea. Tim Shea.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm almost passing golden euros, by the way.
Oh,
in
you should stop.
The great
stop eating in front of me.
Yeah, West Dallas. What's up, Timmy?
What's going on, Bart?
Well, Horvat and I were just going to do the picks.
Yeah, I just saw you talking about death. That's me every day, almost.
It's coming for us all.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 40 Club, by the way.
Thank you. Sucks.
So you wanted to come on. Do you have anything to say, or do I have to prod you for questions, or what?
No, you got to poke me for questions.
Well, I'm kind of doing this with Horvat right now.
He could join.
No,
you want to do some picks?
No, no, because you know what? I've gone the last 6 weeks now. I've gone to Pato, and it's been awful. It's been terrible.
What are you betting on?
Wasted a lot of money there, sports betting.
I know what your problem is. I can tell you right now what your problem is.
I'm betting too many games.
Nope.
What?
You are betting what you want to happen.
No, I'm not.
If you ever watch The Big Short, you have to make money by betting on what is painful.
It's painful.
Yeah. Just because something bad's going to happen. If you know it, you can still make money on it. You have to bet with your head, not your heart, Tim.
Shut up.
Tim, I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
What if I were to tell you that I could make all your money back with just one pick this weekend?
Go ahead.
I bet you you want nothing to do with LSU, right? They just fire Brian Kelly. They're on the road. They're taking on Alabama.
Yep.
You got to ditch. You got to ditch that thinking. You got to drive to Pato right now. You got to take everything that you own. No, I'm kidding. Do this responsibly, but I like LSU to cover.
What's the line?
You could get 10 right now. LSU, as bad as they've been, as disappointing as they've been, still a top 10, top 20 pass defense. I think they'll be able to hold their own against Ty Simpson. And I think that this is going to be their Super Bowl. And Brian Kelly sucks, guys, and I don't know if you know this. Terrible human being. May or may not have killed the kid.
Yeah. I
Think
read a
about
lot
it
of
about.
stories where people are like, yeah, I barely even met my coach. I was the starter for 4 years.
Yeah.
He
The
said hi to
future-
me once, and I was like, does he know I'm on his team?
Yeah. You know who Brian
All right.
Kelly is? Brian Kelly
taking
is like that like angry little guy that was always just like never really had real friends because he was just always a dick. And
Mhm.
now that he's in charge,
so
he has some power. So now he's just got to be a prick. When people like, let me say one thing, guys. Here's Horvat's life lesson of the day. People like Brian Kelly, like it's easy to clown Brian Kelly because he got fired from LSU and didn't live up to the hype with that roster. But at the end of the day, he's making how much? $50 million just to sit at home while we're all making how much to sit at home? So, he might be a millionaire, but when he passes away, when he dies, how many people at that funeral actually cared about Brian Kelly?
Wow. Yeah.
0.
You're saying they're just show up to be seen at a funeral?
Like, yeah, he's had to have power, but nobody ever respected him. Remember the Notre Dame locker room guys when they announced that Marcus Freeman was hired and all those kids were jumping up and down? Remember when Tommy Reese, who fucking stunk at his job, he was like, hey guys, I'm sticking around. Like he had any other options? Well, actually, he could have went with Brian Kelly. And they all started jumping up and down. If Brian Kelly went back in that locker room and was like, hey guys, they offered me the gig with his fake accent at LSU, but I turned it down, I bet you they would have been like, shit. Another year of this miserable prick. Just saying. All that to say, Tim, everything you own, man. Every single penny on LSU this weekend. They might win outright.
all right, I'm going to the bank. I'm taking out my life savings.
Okay. 401k, dip into it.
Everything. All right.
All right. Good to see you.
That's all I got. The Packers will win by more than 10. Guarantee you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guarantee. Wow.
Yes.
Tim to
Yeah,
guarantee
I
doesn't
guarantee-
hit as well as a Horvat strong play does.
And also, just don't forget, just always remember that I said Gruden to the Badgers. So
You did.
still could happen.
Tom wants to know though, Pat Fitzgerald or John Gruden at UW. I think
John Gruden.
I kind of want Pat Fitzgerald. Pat Fitzgerald got fired for no reason whatsoever. He's a good
Remember
coach.
when Murphy wanted to hire him? I wish he did.
I always said, imagine what Pat Fitzgerald could do if he didn't have to go recruit kids that are going to be like the next Mike Greenberg and doctors in sports talk hosts. Like, yeah, I want Pat Fitzgerald. Anything is better than that turd Fickle. I can't wait to never see him again.
That's why the Syracuse football team's always bad, because they have 60 kids going out for the team and 100 kids that want to write about him in the press box.
Exactly.
All right, Tim.
Sit them.
Take it easy.
LSU plus 10.
More great phone reception from Tim. Good to see you, Tim.
You
We
know
love
what?
Tim here.
I can never get on here if I try to do it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think in the 3 years I've been doing this, I don't think I've ever seen Tim. Maybe let's say he's been on 100 times, 98 of them have been in his car. One time was at his parents' house, and then one time was interviewing people outside Pfizer Forum with a fork. But we appreciate him, and we love Tim with all of our heart. So
Great.
you like LSU? Okay, that's the first pick.
Yeah.
We got NFL picks. We got a game tonight, Thursday night, Horvey.
Yeah, we never get to do the Thursday night game, and look what we get tonight. All right, so this game sucks. Of course, I get the night off, and I could actually turn up the volume, listen to the game, and we get Denver at home, 9.5-point favorites, taking on Vegas. Look ahead was 6.5. Denver takes money because they're 7-2. Vegas does not take money because they blow. They're 2-6. Total in the game is 42.5. It's a low total. I kind of like the under, and if I like the under, I guess I'll take the points with the dog here. Bo Nix, I don't really trust Bo Nix. You know, Bo Nix is fine when he's dinking and dunking. I do like betting his rushing yards. I'm not going to do that tonight. I did last week and it was a sweat. But he just can't push the ball down the field, man. He just can't throw the ball 20 or more yards down the field. I think Vegas will actually keep this game close. I'll take 9.5. I'm not betting it unless we get 10 though. So this isn't an official bet from me. I might not bet this game at all. I kind of like the under, if anything, 42.5. What about you?
I'm going to give Tim the same advice I gave Tim. I'm going to give to myself. I want the Raiders to win. I want the Raiders to cover. I want Trey Tucker to go off because that's where I'm at in football leagues where I needed to spend all my money on him.
Yeah.
But Geno's pretty bad. Geno is pretty bad. I think a lot of people that when we saw Sam Darnold come to Seattle were like, is this really an upgrade over Geno Smith? And Geno, you know, he got comeback player of the year, didn't he, that one year? Because but he didn't come back from anything. He just was bad and then he was good. I still feel like you need to be good, then bad, then good.
Well, technically, though, he was coming back from a broken job because remember the year that he lost his job? He didn't even really lose the job on the field. His teammate just hit him in the face and broke his jaw.
Oh, yeah, true. But in Vegas, it's just, and I don't know that Pete Carroll even sees the third year of that contract.
Because he's going to die?
No.
He's got a 10-year plan. What is it? Don't die? I didn't understand. Pete Carroll.
Oh, I'm taking the Broncos to cover.
Hey, you know what? I said I wasn't going to have a bet. I'm going to roll with you on Trey Tucker. I just pulled it up. Receptions. We could get 3.5 minus 115. Right now leads the team in targets, which is disgusting, with 48, and receptions, 33. Targeted 19.8% of his routes, even with Bowers back. I'm with you, man. The Broncos secondary beat up. No Surtain. He's got the pec injury. Riley Moss has an ankle injury. And then their safety, Brandon Jones, cousin of Mike Jones, has a foot injury, all limited in practice. Ooh. Those guys are all going to play. But yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think Trey Tucker finishes. I would probably ladder that. I think he catches 5 or 6 balls tonight. Let's do it. Trey Tucker, the Trey Tucker experience. So there you go. There's a bet. Making people rich around here. All right, let's go out to Indianapolis. Actually, we're not going to Indianapolis. We're going to Berlin, Germany.
Hey, here's a question I asked on my show last night.
Okay.
What sounds more weird? Indianapolis Pacers or Indiana Colts?
Indiana Colts.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, people, the voting, I did a Twitter poll like it was 2018, and the voting was split around 52-48. I don't know who won.
Yeah, I think it'd be the Colts.
The Indiana Colts.
Yeah. What about the Baltimore Colts?
Yeah, that was more sweet.
Who is your favorite 3 Ninja? Rocky, Colt, or Tum Tum?
I got to be honest with you, bud.
Don't even say you've never seen 3 Ninjas.
I saw it when I was like 9.
Oh, well, Rocky, in my opinion, I don't know. A lot of people are split between Colt and Rocky. All right, let's go out to Germany. Dude, I thought we were done with these for another week or two. Although now I got nothing else to do, so who gives a shit? Might as well wake up at 9:30 a.m. and go out to Berlin, Germany, which I don't know why I said it like that.
I've been there.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about it, in case people are heading up for the game?
Well, there's a gate there where the wall was, but it was like under construction.
How old were you?
I was in high school. I did a exchange trip to Germany.
Yeah,
we did 1 week. We did 1 week with our class, and then we did 1 week with a family. So I stayed with a family. It was the day that I was over there when Michael Vick got drafted.
See,
I was trying to use their German internet to read draft results.
That's the thing, man. I don't know. I could never do that and go stay like with the family. I couldn't.
We've kept in touch. No, we haven't. We were both like, this American sucks. And I was like, I just lived with another family for a week and I've never talked to them again. Isn't that messed up?
Like in like a previous life, I wanted to do like backpacking and go see more stuff. But the issue is I saw that movie Hostel.
Yeah.
And then Hostel 2. And I was like,
was that the one where they cut the kid's ankle?
Yeah. Yeah. Like 1 minute they're like hitting on, you're like banging twins. The next thing you know, you're hanging upside down by your balls. And I was just like, that would totally be me. Like 1 minute you're trying some things. And then the next minute there your limbs are. And they're selling them on the black market. Anyway, that's a great segue to the Colts. Hey, so have you talked about the owner, the daughter with the notebook?
I haven't really.
Can I be honest? I've never given less of a fuck about a story ever in my life. She's not doing anything. I'm sorry. Everybody's like, I love her. She's not doing anything. It's like when my kid shadows me at work.
You don't think if you're the coach and the owner's on the sideline with a headset and a pen and paper, you're not like worried?
Do you think she's doing what I used to do in school when the teachers thought I'd be working hard and really I would just be like doodling and like writing my own name in cursive, which might be like a mental health thing. I don't know. I always did that. You ever write your name over and over?
No, I wrote girls' names that I had crushes on.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
No. I would draw pictures of dicks and then like hand them around the classroom to try to make my buddies laugh, which is a great segue into the Colts laying 6.5 against Atlanta. Total in the game is 48.5. I'm going to take Atlanta. I did bet this game. I took the 6.5 here with Atlanta. You never know what you're going to get. Atlanta's kind of like Forrest Gump, like the box of chocolates thing. Michael Penix might not be very good. We've already seen Kirk Cousins this year. He's definitely not very good at this stage of his career. We know Bijan Robinson's pretty good. Drake London's awesome. Everybody's going to continue to bet the Colts. Also, I kind of love the Colts going out and trading for Sauce Gardner. I heard people ripping it because they gave up 2 first-round picks. He's 25 years old. I think he just needed to change his scenery. And they already figure, hey, we got our guy in Daniel Jones. We're going to be able to get him on the cheap. On the Baker Mayfield type deal.
I haven't really heard anyone rip it besides like Jets fans.
I've heard some people say like they gave up what? And yeah, 2 first-round picks is a ton for Sauce Gardner. But at the end of the day, like if you're
the Colts, you're in a position you didn't expect to be in.
Right. And go
what
in
are you
this
supposed
year.
To do? Just go back down to the pack?
Go in this year because the Chiefs look like they've hit a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover. And they're probably going to retool if they don't at least get to the AFC Championship game and add a bunch of pieces and only get better, as they push the old pieces out because Mahomes ain't going anywhere. All these teams in the AFC are probably going to get better. Burrow's going to be back next year. The Bills, I love the Bills and I love Josh Allen, but they might be a couple pieces away. The Broncos, everybody's saying the Broncos. Who's Bo Nix in the fourth quarter is taking the team to the Super Bowl? Fuck you. So I love what the Colts did, man. On offense, you have number 1 in all the EPA bullshit. Jonathan Taylor, hopefully he wins Offensive Player of the Year because we bet that 22-1. Me and you and I, we've been on the Daniel Jones hype train when everybody else was ripping him.
Yeah, but we got off.
Well, he blew. We had to get off. We were like, hey, I got off the Daniel Jones in New York hype train, baby. I was all about anybody over Anthony Richardson.
I'm not on the Colts hype train, though. I think they played the Titans twice.
And that's what I'm saying. So not only, I think Atlanta wins this game. Plus 270 on the money line and Atlanta plus 6.5 for me. What about you?
I think Atlanta, too, on the spread. If you look at any of these teams that have 6 wins, I mean, the Bills beat the Chiefs and the Ravens, who are bad, I guess, but they're not.
They're back.
Somebody beat the Eagles. Who beat the Eagles? Denver?
The Giants beat the Eagles.
I know, but a lot of these teams, like if you look at all the teams that are good, they've like all played the Titans or the Raiders or both. I don't really know who's good yet.
The Titans are atrocious. Imagine getting knocked out of fucking Survivor when you really need the money because Arizona loses to that team. They hadn't won a game since they lost 10 straight. So that was crazy. The Eagles lost to the Broncos. Yeah, 21-17, October 5th.
So there's some good wins in there, but a lot of these teams have played Tennessee. 2 quick things. 1, do you like that I've gone with a depth perception background?
I do, actually.
This is my basement. This is my Christmas stuff, and then I put a WBA plaque there.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie though. I didn't notice that. I feel like
I still have my board.
I think you got to get one. You need more attention to the plaque, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I just did this the other day.
Yeah, I like it.
The other thing is, and I think you're familiar with this, but did you know that at happyplacehemp.com you can get 25% off with promo code BART?
I did, but I don't think everybody knows this.
Yeah, and did you know that if you use it once, you can use it as many more times as you please? So seltzers, gummies, all of it, THC, CBD, CBN, Delta 8, Delta 9, whatever you're looking for, they can provide that to you. Big into the seltzers as I try to I still like to drink, those instead of maybe some booze for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my left armpit smells.
Liver.
I whenever I go to the doctor, I'm like, I don't care what my cholesterol is. I don't care about anything. Is my liver okay? And they're like, well, it looks like cheetah skin, but other than that, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some more fight in you. A couple more years. You'll be all right.
All right, what's next?
Mr. Jive Lee. I love that. We got a fellow we got let's see what else. Would you rather have Tucker Kraft back but Reed Watson on IR, or Kraft on IR but both Reed and Watson back? It's a good question.
I'd rather have Kraft.
Yeah, Kraft for me.
Although everyone's like, every national person right now is like, I like the Packers, but they lost Tucker Kraft, so now I don't like the Packers. Oh, so you watch them on Sunday night too, like the rest of the world?
Yeah.
It's like, that's everything. All of a sudden, Tucker Kraft's like this mythical being that the Packers can't win without.
I do like Tucker Kraft, though.
Mr. Jive Lee's on Raider money line. Wow, Raider money line.
Goose. Big fan. I also, you know what? Fuck it. I will bet the Raiders money line. What else am I going to do tonight? I'll bet the Raiders. I don't know about the money line. You know what? Yeah, why not? All right. Let's go on. Let's move on. Let's go out to, where are we at? Miami. Let's go there. Miami is a 9.5-point dog taking on the Bills. Total in the game, 50. You go first. What are you doing here?
Do you think if the Dolphins and Cardinals agreed to a quarterback swap, who says no?
The Dolphins and so Tua for Kyler?
Yeah. I think the Cardinals say no first.
Yeah, like why would they want Tua? I'd rather have Jacoby Brissett, I feel.
Do you think Tua is worse than Kyler?
Yes. I don't think Kyler, I think Kyler and Arizona are a terrible fit. I think Kyler could go elsewhere and be fine and be good. Although people said that about Justin Fields. I think he's a better version of Justin Fields.
My take on Kyler is that he should be in Oakland.
Playing baseball. Well, Sacramento.
No, they would have stayed in Oakland if Kyler Murray was drafted by them.
Yeah, he would have been the face that saves the place. I do think that he should go play baseball.
Dude, wrestling is so bad right now.
I don't even watch it. I only watch the pay-per-views.
I don't even get those. Well, now I think I do. I like the the spread's 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. Not even getting the full 10. Total 50. Dolphins on the money line if you want to get weird, plus 450.
I don't want to get that weird, but I like the Bills to win by 8 or 9.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to take the Dolphins to cover.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dolphins to cover here as well. Divisional game. Although they did cover in that first one. I bet them on the Thursday night game. The thing is, though,
Baltimore's coming off this win against the Chiefs. They're feeling pretty good.
But the thing that scares me about Miami is 1 week, although we keep saying this with them, I feel like they're just going to completely give up. They're at home. I'll take Miami to cover. We don't need to spend more time on this one. The Bears at Soldier Field, 4.5-point favorites, taking on the Giants. Total in the game, 46.5. The Bears, 5-3, Bart. 4 more wins is what I need for that win total, baby. The Giants, 2-7, but they're a fun football team. I like Dart. The Scadaboo injury sucks. The Malik Neighbors injury sucks, but they're going to be fun for the next couple of years. I still, in this game, though, I'm going to take the Bears.
I want to take the Giants. But the Bears are learning how to win close games. They won 2 weeks in a row, 25-24. Hashtag people forget earlier in the season. I'm going to take the Bears with you too. I don't think here's a controversial take. I don't think I was talking about Packer fans and they have Jordan Love and the goalposts are always going to move on Jordan Love. Like, oh, Jordan Love's not a top 15 quarterback, and then he is. Oh, he's not a top 10 quarterback, and then he is. Well, he's not top 5. And If he's top 5, then he's not an MVP. And if he's an MVP, well, he's not Aaron Rodgers. No one's ever going to be satisfied with Jordan Love. I'm not sure Packer fans deserve Jordan Love. I don't think Bears fans deserve Caleb Williams. They've been on this guy's ass. He's your last chance. And you're finding, what do you want to you want to start Tyson Bagent? They do. I got a week from Caleb, and it's like, well, this is why. And then, no, we should have drafted Drake May. Let Caleb be. Caleb is good.
Yeah.
Caleb's good.
I keep saying.
Maybe I'm just bad at quarterback evals.
I'll say this about Caleb because I've been the biggest Caleb defender. You know what's weird about Caleb, man, is at Oklahoma and then at USC, there weren't really accuracy issues. It was more just he held on to the ball too long, right? He played like backyard football, tried to make too many plays, and he had to because his defense stunk. Every loss, they gave up like 50 points. The offensive line play was shaky. I thought Lincoln Riley, it was one of his laziest coaching jobs that last year at USC after the Heisman year. But like with Caleb, I don't understand the accuracy stuff, where that came from. But the case I would make for him would be the same case that people were making for Josh Allen. I used to say, like, and everybody would say, like, if a quarterback's not accurate, like Anthony Richardson has a cannon for an arm, Joe Milton does, but they can't throw the intermediate stuff, the 15 to 20-yard routes. So if you're airmailing people all over the place, it doesn't matter if you have a cannon for an arm. You got to be able to make all the throws. With Caleb, you know, I'll say the same thing with Josh Allen. It was year 3 where Brian Daboll was there, and all of a sudden he was accurate as hell, and he became Josh Allen. So with Caleb, he can make the throws, man. I don't understand some of the accuracy stuff. I don't know if it's a mental thing, if it's mechanics, but I think they got the right guy to figure it out in Ben Johnson. I think the Packers and the Bears are going to be battling for that division for a long, long time. And we'll see about Minnesota because I have no idea if J.J. McCarthy's any good or if he's going to be the guy. But I do think Caleb's good. And, you know, 4.5's a bet. I don't really want to lay. I think the Bears are going to be able to run the ball. Kyle Monungai has been very good. I like that draft pick out of Rutgers. I was surprised he lasted until the 7th round. And Swift has actually been really good and really efficient. He's kind of saved my fantasy football team. So I'll lay the number with the Bears. And I'm with you, man. Like, there's the skeleton. I love that skeleton. I think he dances. No, he doesn't.
He's not moving.
I'll lay it here with the Bears. And I think Caleb he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. All right, let's go out to Carolina Panthers, 5.5-point favorites. You're probably like, how the fuck's that possible? I like that one too. Feel like I'm at a Goose show now. I like. All right, so Carolina's a 5.5-point favorite over the Saints. Total in the game is 39.5. If you don't have a bet on this game, you can't watch it. I hate when.
Hey, is this game your trick or is this game your treat?
Is Giannis even good at basketball anymore? Every time I see an ESPN Milwaukee or wherever that one's from tweet, or it's always like just the most outrageous shit. Like Jordan Love throws for 370.
Their reels are always like, it's always like, I think if you put Jordan Love in an equipment facility and you said, go get the football, he would bring out a basketball. He's got the dumbest IQ ever. Post, profit.
Is there ever any positivity on there? Right?
Well, people are saying that about me after I was ragging on LaFleur on Sunday. I got some of my reels popping over on IG, and people are like, podcast equipment should be more expensive. No, it shouldn't. I could barely afford this shitty mic.
That's your mic?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I need a Shure mic. I've been waiting on a Shure mic for years.
Hey,
maybe I'll ask for one for Christmas.
I'll send you.
Christmas is coming this season.
That's your gift. So I'm not going to bet this game. If I were to bet this game, I would actually take the points with the Saints. Tyler Shuck can't look any worse. Carolina, they are a better team at home, but we're asking them to win by margin now by 6 points. Not happening. I'll take the Saints. You know what? I'll bet this too. Give me the 5.5 with the Saints. I'm going to bet this. You talk.
I am going to take,
When the Saints go marching in.
You think everybody overrates Carolina because they beat our shitty team?
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, I don't think the Packers are shitty. I think the Packers got caught sleeping.
But still, 5.5 against the Saints is kind of like 3 against a normal team. So I will take Carolina.
Oh, you're going to lay the 5.5?
I'm going to lay it down and caress it and massage it.
Well, fuck you. I just bet $200 on this game. All right. Anyway, let's go to the Jets. Let's go to the Jesus Christ. This is really a game. I thought you were joking when you text. So I've been a little busy this week, so I'm not as locked in as I usually am. I forgot that the Jets and the Browns play this week. Holy shit. Here's one where you need a bet. The Browns are 2.5-point favorites, Bart. They actually on the look ahead were 2.5-point dogs. Total's 37.5. Browns for me. I keep saying the Browns are a quarterback away. They have a top 10 defense. They have Myles Garrett. He's a freak. And Dylan Gabriel's no good. I want to see Shador just to shut people up. Or maybe he's good and then I get to laugh. Or everybody's just like, that was like, oh man, they're really screwing over Shador. No, he's not good. Anyway, Browns by 3. I haven't bet this game, but I would only bet the Browns. What about you?
If you're a Jets fan, you're excited about the future because you just got a bunch of first-round picks, but what motivates you to watch this Sunday? And I asked the Jets fan that, and he goes, we're 1-7. I'm going to root for us to be 10-7. And I said, okay, well, are you saying that when you're 1-13? Like it's going to be bad and continually bad. I would just enjoy my Sundays. And you're rooting for them to lose because you want better picks.
Yeah, they got 2 first-round picks.
I am going to take.
You know what? I actually might bet this game. If we
I'm
get
thinking
to
the
3,
Jets.
I'm betting the Jets. I was going to say, what am I thinking, man? If the Jets get to 3 or 3.5, I will actually bet this game and I'll take the Jets because everybody's going to say the same thing that you just said, how they just traded all these guys away. I don't know. They are coming off a rare victory. Justin Fields played better. Breece Hall's going to be pissed off and motivated because he doesn't want to be there. I need him for my fantasy team. I'll go Jets with you. I did bet this game. I love this spot. The CJ Stroud injury stuff sucks, but I like the Texans against the Jags. The Jags are a weird mess, man, where it's like Brian Thomas sucks.
What's that about?
I don't know. He was better with Mac Jones. Mac Jones just might be a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. Is that a crazy take?
If Mac Jones would have been drafted by the 49ers years ago,
he'd be good.
He'd be really good. So I still think the worst executive in the league right now is John Lynch.
The worst?
Yes. You can't give him credit for Brock Purdy. Shanahan made that pick. So yeah. John Lynch trades 3 picks for Trey Lance. And then Jerry Jones trades a 4th for him, and everyone's like, Cowboys are so stupid. Cowboys? The Niners traded, and everyone lauded the pick at the time.
Imagine if like Kyle Shanahan had Matthew Stafford or a good quarterback ever. Like he's never going to win a Super Bowl because
I still don't think he wins the big game. I think he can get to the Super Bowl again. I don't think he wins it.
Like, remember when
but he is doing a lot with a little right now.
Remember what he did with Matt Ryan when he was the OC, obviously, in Atlanta, the 28-3 year? I mean, he was the MVP. And I know that, Purdy, I'm not trying to be a dick because Purdy, the numbers are great. Like the YPA, he can push the ball down the field. He can make the throws. But, like, come on. Like Brock Purdy or Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. Just imagine if Kyle Shanahan, because that offense is so quarterback friendly. Imagine if he actually just 1 year had a stud. And then he wouldn't lose in overtime to Pat Mahomes, maybe. Anyway, I love the Texans in this spot against the Jags. Oh, then the other thing about the Jags, it's like Travis Hunter is going to play both sides of the ball every snap, which I laughed about. And then the next week, not even the next week, he's on the IR and he's going to miss the next 4 weeks. I like the Texans here.
I am still going to ride with the Jags. I don't think Davis Mills. I get. I mean, yours is compelling. Okay, I got to bet with my head and my heart here. I want the Jags to win. I want them to win. Yeah. I like them. I like Jacksonville. I do. My kid asked me the other day, who's your second favorite team? And I didn't know what to tell him. Steelers. I don't have one. Who?
Steelers. Yeah.
I said, I don't know. It might be the Bills. I think it might be Jacksonville. I think I like Jacksonville. Even though I can't say Jaguars right.
I like the Steelers and I like the Rams because they have Devontae. I can't cheer for. I love Aaron Jones, the person, but I can never cheer. Even if Rodgers went to Minnesota, I couldn't do it. I'd have to hate him. All right, Tampa Bay. I can't wait to watch this game, man. I think this is the game of the week. Tampa Bay, a 2.5-point favorite. Total 48.5. I like the Bucks here at home
against New England.
I do. New England looks great right now, and they're going to look great because they play the easiest remaining schedule if you're looking at strength of schedule. I bet them, and I think you could still get this price, plus 700, plus 750 to be the number one seed in the AFC. I'm not saying it's a lock or anything like that, but they play the easiest remaining schedule. They already have 7 wins. They're 7-2. I don't know what they do. If anything in the playoffs, they could be one and done. But I think there's a shot that they get the 1 seed because of that strength of schedule. They play nobody, man. And I do think that this is one of their tougher games. Probably going to be a close game. Bucks are probably going to have the ball last. Baker Mayfield's going to do what he does. So at 2.5, I like Tampa. I'm going to bet the money line, though. Although, yeah, minus 138 right now at FanDuel. I'll take that. Give me the Bucks. I'm going to bet this game.
Baker, he's so like the MVP conversation, I think, has gone away because he has like 4 great games in a row and then 1 or 2 bad, where they just can't get anything done. Are they getting healthier at least? Tampa Bay?
Yeah, Mike Evans is done. Not done, but yeah, he's hurt. Not really, to be honest. Bucky Irving was at practice.
That's good. I'll ride Tampa with you.
Yeah, getting Bucky back would be huge, obviously. Actually, hold on.
Tell me the next game. I'm going to go do some prop comedy.
Hold on. Bucky
I'm going to
Irving
do some prop comedy.
Hold on. While I was fucking shopping for Outdoor U, Bucky Irving actually missed practice 3 hours ago.
Does that change your bet?
No, I still like Tampa. Unless Baker Mayfield dies, we're rolling with them. All right, go do what you do. I'll get to the next game and give my pick first. All right, so Tampa Bay for me. I went money line. You could get this right now, minus 138. I'll do that. If you like New England on the money line, plus 125. You could actually get the Patriots too, Bart, plus 3, minus 115. Best number on Tampa, 2.5. Total 48.5. Any props I like? No, not really. All right, next game is, speaking of Minnesota, 4.5-point dogs, the Vikings are.
Against who?
Ravens are 4.5-point favorites. Total in the game is 49. I'm going to take Minnesota plus 4.5. I'll bet this.
I'm trying to put this here. See?
Why?
For a good background.
Yeah, sure.
I like prop. I'm like the Carrot Top of podcasting.
You are.
You took the Ravens over the Vikings?
Yeah, dude. I think that Justin Jefferson is going to eat in this game. The Ravens defense, their pass defense, 26 in EPA per play, 27 points per game. I think Nate Wiggins, who's outside the top 40 in like every metric, is going to get absolutely destroyed by Justin Jefferson, who even with shitty quarterback play has 42 grabs, 649 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bart, do you remember when I wanted not only Justin Jefferson, but T. Higgins?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you remember
Nate
when
Wiggins,
Aaron Rodgers threw a 2-point conversion to Equanimous St. Brown?
Nate Wiggins is actually having a decent year, but he's going to get butchered up. He's given up 28 completions on 47 targets, so a decent year for him. I'm not going to play Jefferson props, but yeah, I'll take the points here with Minnesota. Tough place to play. What were you saying?
I'm taking Minnesota too. Baltimore needs the win, though. They need to win 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, I'm not saying Baltimore.
The Vikings need the
I'm
win
not taking
too.
the Vikings on the money line. I'm just taking them to cover the 4.5 at home.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Lamar didn't look. I mean, Lamar's Lamar, but he was missing some. He's another week healthier, I know, but I don't like this Ravens defense. I don't know if you know this, Bart. The Ravens defense has actually given up more points this season thus far than they did the entire year of 2000 with Ray Lewis when he murdered a guy and they won the Super Bowl.
I am aware of that.
Which one? That he allegedly murdered someone, or that they won the Super Bowl, or the defense gave up less points?
Instead, I will tell you, did you see the stat I saw on the Bengals the other day?
No. What? Why would I care?
The Bengals, when they score 38 or more points the last 2 years, they're 1-4. All 31 other teams combined are 62-4-2. Those 2, of course, being the Packers and Cowboys.
Aren't the Bengals on a bye?
Yeah, but I was just changing the subject.
All right. Anyway, let's go out to Seattle. grunge music, good coffee, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. You ever see Sleepless in Seattle? That's top 5 rom-com.
The rom-com I like is The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. I like Serendipity. I believe John Cusack's in that one.
Dude, anything with fucking John Cusack rocks. Yeah, obviously. Say Anything. Like, I like all the 80s and 90s stuff.
I think you're a big failure to launch guy.
Anything with McConaughey. I'm actually, right now, I've already read the book, but his voice just soothes me. So I'm doing Green Lights again, and I'm listening to it.
Oh.
He's the man.
He is the man.
Anybody that gets arrested naked playing the bongos, smoking a joint is cool in my book. All right, we're both on Minnesota. Let's go out to Seattle. Seahawks, 6.5-point favorites. Total's 45. I'm actually going to ride the Seahawks here. Tough place to play. They're all in on this year. I love the Shaheed move for Darnold, who looks awesome. JSN might be one of the better receivers in the league. He might be the best. And Seattle's defense is legit, man. I love the Mike McDonald hire 2 years ago. We were all like, oh, what the hell? They're trading away Geno Smith. It's like Geno Smith sucks, and he's always sucked. That's why they traded Geno Smith for Sam Darnold. I like the Seahawks here. I haven't bet this, but I would.
Cardinals are 3-5. They've got the Seahawks and 49ers coming up. If they're going to make a push, they need to win both of those games. I think going to Jacoby Brissett for now was the right move. I don't think Kyler's hurt. I think that's fake. I'm going to take Seattle with you.
Yeah, got to go Seahawks. Although, you know what, man? Arizona, I know their record stinks. They are a 3-5 football team that I need to win 8 games, by the way, for the win total. But their point differential, like, they're in every game. They just can't close out games. Anyway, we got the Commanders, the Fighting Tobies, 8-point dogs, taking on Detroit. Total 49. I
got it at 9.5 now.
It's moved up?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This might have been published earlier.
Yeah, you definitely. I'm seeing 8.5 right now is the best number. You could get 8.5 right now if you like the Commanders, -110. You could get 8 with Detroit. 48.5 is the total. Here's one I'm not going to bet, but if I were to bet this game, I would only bet one side, and I would actually take the points with the Commanders plus 8.5. I think Mariota is going to be able to move the ball a little bit. It's a big number at home. If they lose, their season's pretty much over at 3-7. What the fuck was Jaden Daniels even doing in that game? It didn't matter because the Commanders were always going to stink this year. And everybody that was like, oh, the Bears fucked up. They should have taken Jaden. Maybe both teams fucked up and they should have taken Drake May. What do you think about that? You know who liked Drake May at Carolina? This guy. You know who likes the Commanders +8? I've talked myself into it. Commanders +8. You.
I am going to pick this one based only on I don't like how the Lions are going to look in their whites on the road in DC.
So you like DC?
Yeah, I like the DC defenders in this game.
Although the game's not in DC, it's in Landover, Maryland.
Oh, yes. How's that stadium? You've been?
Shit.
I will take the Commanders with you.
All right, let's go to San Francisco, where the 49ers, who we all hate, are 4.5-point dogs, taking on the Rams. Total's 49.5. I'll take Kyle Shanahan to cover against McVay, although I love this Rams team, man. I hate to be public Pete. I know everybody loves him, but Matthew Stafford's on pace to put up a season like Brady did. The year
Shanahan is 10-5 all time against McVay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the points with the Niners. The Niners, I'm going to call these, they're the zombie Niners. You never know who's actually going to play.
Purdy playing? I think he is. Does it matter? They're getting the same production out of either guy, which isn't good when you just paid them.
It is officially going to be, I don't think they've officially said anything.
I don't think they have either.
Well, and this Purdy thing is so fucked up because, I mean, yeah, who knows?
I like the 49ers as well.
I'm going to say Brock Purdy plays, and I'm going to say they do what they – I don't know that they win and cost everybody Survivor like they did last time, but I'll take the Niners to cover. I'll bet this actually.
Remember the last time these guys played, McVay did the opposite of LaFleur and tried to win the football game, and then they lost because of it.
I have like no NFL bets this weekend. I kind of hate this slate, to be honest. In college football, I got a ton. Tulane, Georgia, Penn State, Missouri, Iowa, Louisville, and LSU. NFL, I got like nothing. I'll play the Niners plus 4.5 small. All right, let's go to Los Angeles. Chargers, 3-point favorites against Rodgers and the Steelers. Total 45. You know I'm not betting against Rodgers, so Steelers plus 3.
Steelers just beat the Colts. Chargers, I feel like can't get over the hump. Like just when they have an opportunity to pull away, they're 2 steps forward, but then they take 1 step back.
What are they, Paul Abdul?
This is less about Pittsburgh. This is a classic, I'm gonna introduce a Chargers theory. The Chargers theory is they cannot be more than 3 games over 500 at any time. And right now they're 6-3. So they have to lose.
And I know that the Steelers defense hasn't been very good, but man, if they can't get a pass rush, if they can't generate a pass rush this weekend with TJ Watt against no Joe out, they're already without Slater. Like that's what I like the Chargers coming into the year, man. I was trying to make the case maybe that Harbaugh could lead them to the Super Bowl now year 2, but that offensive line's beat the shit. I don't love the defense. Yeah, I'll take Rodgers and the Steelers plus 3. You're going Steelers?
I am. But the one thing you got to think about from the Chargers side is this is a Najee Harris revenge game. And I know he's not playing, but he's going to be on the sideline being like, come on, guys. Go get him, guys. You don't know what that's going to do.
Remember when he lit a firework off in his own eyeball?
Remember when he had 1,000 yards rushing for 4 straight years and then he's not going to have 100 yards for the rest of his career?
I do. All right, game of the week. Monday Night Football. Packers. 2.5-point favorites. Revenge game, some would say, against the Eagles. Beat them twice last year. Beat them on that slip and slide week 1. Fuck that game. Team was never the same after week 1 because everybody died on that shitty field. And the Eagles went on to win me a bunch of money by winning the Super Bowl, which was cool. I like Green Bay at Lambeau.
I remember that. I had the Eagles to win by I took them as high as a spread I could find, minus 19.
In the playoff game?
In the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, against the Chiefs, yeah.
And then they won by 18 because the Chiefs scored 3 bullshit touchdowns at the end. I was so pissed. Because I knew they'd blow them out. I'm taking the Packers in this game.
Me too. I love the Packers in this game.
I think the thing on the rub on the Packers is they're going to beat these good teams and they're going to play to their competition. So if you play down, you're also going to play up. If you play down to your competition, you're going to play up. So I like Green Bay to win. I think the tush-push stuff is going to be obnoxious because the Packers are the team that the NFL made send in the proposal. So anytime there's a tush-push, Buck and Aikman are going to go crazy. I think that they will win in spite of LaFleur. I've been very down on LaFleur. I don't think all of a sudden he's just going to call a better game, or I still think we're going to get the same frustrations that we've had where, why aren't you? The Packers, their offense is built for like 5-play, 75-yard drives, 3.5 minutes. And he's trying to force these 11-play, 80-yard, 9-minute drives. And that's just like Jordan Love can throw. And you may question, why did you throw in the triple coverage? You may question, why did you throw it across the field? But then again, it was a 4th and 8 that nobody thinks they should have gone for anyway. Jordan Love can throw the football. That's one of the traits that even detractors were like, well, he's got arm strength, when he got drafted. But LaFleur's not letting him do that. It's very frustrating. And I'm still not happy with Jordan Love math, where Jordan Love can have one bad throw that negates 100 good throws. Because if you ask anybody who's wearing NFC Central merchandise, Packers champions, what they think about Jordan Love, all they're going to talk about is his interceptions. And they're few and far between. But those are the ones that stick out. to these people. So I would like Jordan Love to have a little more reign. I talked to you on Sunday that maybe Aaron Rodgers checking out of all those plays was something I should have praised him for instead of criticized, because I don't like the play calling from LaFleur.
Yeah.
I just think because of how bad it was last week, that this is a team that is going to win against better teams and lose against worse teams. And maybe that will aid them in the playoffs as long as they don't play a semi-okay team. If they just play the good teams right away, that'll be better. So I do like the Packers.
Yeah, I like them to win this game. The thing is, I completely agree, too. They play to their competition, whereas they'll get up for a game like this. They got up week 1 for Detroit. That was the best that they've looked all season long. But then they'll play down to the Carolina Panthers. They'll play down to the Cleveland Browns, who do have a really good defense, but you can't be losing to the Browns as double-digit favorites if we're supposed to take you seriously as a Super Bowl contender. And it's hard for me to get there with them being Super Bowl contenders, and it has nothing to do with Jordan Love. I've been the biggest Matt LaFleur defender, even when Rodgers was checking out of his shit, and even when he was kicking field goals to make one-score games in the NFC Championship game at home. But I think the play calling has been very predictable this year. Whereas I know when they're going to run the ball. I know when the gadget stuff to Williams is coming. And it's like so obvious, man, that he's doing the same stuff, the same gadget stuff every week. It was like the Tyler Ervin stuff. And he always has his guy where he's going to run the end around or these stupid screen passes or jet sweeps too. And if we all know it's coming, smarter defensive coordinators obviously know it's coming. And then with Jordan Love, I think he's always just going to be who he is. He can make ridiculous throws. I think Jordan Love is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I really do, because granted, it was against the Cowboys, notorious choke artists, but that year that he went into Dallas, they hadn't lost a home game. And he played pretty good against San Francisco until the second half when he was forcing throws. And I think that's what you have to take away, right? Like Daniel Jones was written off. Baker Mayfield at one point was written off. You need the right system. So when Jordan Love is on time and running the offense and playing point guard, I think he's one of the best. I think he could be one of the best. I really do. I think he could be an MVP candidate. Go back and watch the game 2 weeks ago. I keep joking, man, he looked extra motivated because he was going against Rodgers, and also he was going against the Steelers' pass defense, which is dumb. But he was playing point guard. LaFleur was in his bag. He was getting rid of the ball quickly. Guys were getting schemed open. And that's the other issue, man. Way too many drops, way too many injuries. The offensive line has been shaky. He's been pressured more than any other quarterback. So this has nothing to do with Jordan Love. It's the offensive line sucks. And I got to put that on Gutekunst. If we're going to give Gutekunst the praise that he deserves for the Micah Parsons move, we got to rip him for the Nate Hobbs move. He's hurt and he sucks when he is on the field. And it's not even that he sucks, man. He's a slot corner that we're asking to play on the outside and take over being a shutdown corner. That's not his game. And Aaron Banks stinks when he's on the field. And now he's hurt again. He's barely been on the field. So that's the issue, man. The offensive line is shaky and the secondary is shaky. And that's why I can't get there with them being Super Bowl contenders yet. And it's lazy to blame Love. I think Love has been good, damn good. Look at his numbers. He's an MVP candidate. The pass rush has been really good. The run defense has been fine. I don't trust the secondary, especially
special teams still suck. They're going to suck forever.
Tom put in the chat, we're not far away from watching Bo Melton covering Brown or Smith. And that's the thing. The years where Rodgers is a dominant quarterback, we should never be watching a guy like Ladarius Gunter, can't even say his name, mixing up my wrestlers, Gunter, trying to cover Julio Jones in an NFC Championship game. So, I don't know, man. I was hoping that they were going to go out and try to make a move at the deadline and get another corner, because I think they're a couple corners away, and then I worry about the offensive line. I'm not saying they can't win a Super Bowl. They easily could. I'm saying if they don't, I don't blame so much Love that I do LaFleur, a little bit Goot, even though he had a great offseason, don't get me wrong, but I think it'll be because the best team that wins the Super Bowl, look at the Eagles last year. Look at the Bucks the year that they beat us. Best offensive line, best defensive line. You know this. You're team trenches. You're a big trenches guy.
No, can I tell you something? I told Paul and Grant this the other day. I've actually never been team trenches. I actually don't understand anything offensive line. When beat writers are like, oh my God, this guy's in at right tackle now. I'm like, how do you even notice that? I only watch the football. I never watch the line. I don't care about the offensive line. I don't care about the defensive line. I never watch them. I only watch the ball.
This guy would be disappointed. My grandpa. I wasn't even allowed to enjoy football when I was young because it would just be watch the ball. Always watch, not watch the ball. Watch the offensive lineman. You'll know every single play that's coming. We had pulling guards.
You would think I would like flag football instead of thinking it's the lamest sport that's ever existed. But I don't. And I do not. I don't want to go as far to say I don't respect the offensive line. I feel bad for these guys. They have to be so large. They have to pump their body with whatever.
And then they retire and they're like $170.
Yeah. What are you doing to your body for what? Joe Thomas.
Hey, I got to ask you this really
quick.
quick.
Blocked for who? For 10 years.
I got to ask you a question, and then I have to pick my kid up from school. I keep hearing people say that, like, you know, how it's should the NFL players be allowed to play in the Olympics on the flag football team? I keep hearing these, like, people try to make the case that flag football, because it's such a different sport, would beat the NFL players. I would love to see that, and I would love to bet the NFL players.
I hate this. I hate it. I hate that we're going to have a 3-year ramp up for these NFL guys. 3 years of, I want to play flag football. It's not cool. I'm not in on it. I don't want it. And you know, when baseball goes on strike in 2 years, the NFL's going to be like, you know what we're going to do this summer? We're going to have NFL flag football fun tryouts. And there's going to be like 13 million people that watch it. And then people are going to like it so much, and the NFL's going to be like, NFL will be flag football someday. Maybe that's what I'm so against. You can't hip drop tackle anymore. You can't smash a guy's brains out. Whatever happened to the NFL that I grew up with?
I miss when a quarterback, Jesus Christ. I miss when the quarterback would get hit so hard that he would walk into the wrong huddle. 5 rates, but he's going against a real good tackle and a really good offensive line. So I'm confident Packers win. Curious if Micah Parsons is able to have his dominant effect on this game.
What are you concerned about?
I'm curious if Matt LaFleur remembers that they finally used the first-round draft pick on a kid named Matthew Golden. And if we're going to run gadget shit, run it with him. So I'm curious if they get him going this weekend.
Yeah, the Savion Williams thing. Do you think he thinks they're going to cut him and he really likes him, so he's just playing him more, or what?
I don't know. Maybe he's like one of those guys that when they run this gadget shit at practice, he just eats, you know? And then, like,
he's good against our defense.
Hard to even blame the poor kid. It's like, I know when he's in, like, what they're doing.
Right.
It was like the Tyler Irvin stuff, man. Like, all right.
Well, Tyler Irvin's in.
Right now, Josh Jacobs is running for 6 yards per carry. We do not. I'll never it's like when you're watching college football, dude, and a quarterback has like 11 straight. It's like when Breeze would have 11 straight completions, and all of a sudden here comes fucking Taysom Hill. Why? Like, I've seen that so many times in college football where a team will march down the field with a stud quarterback, and then all of a sudden their running back throws an interception. Why? You run a gadget play like when nothing else is working.
Yeah.
You know? Like when you gotta hit a home run ball, you're trying to catch them off guard, maybe first play of the game. But when you're cooking and your running back is running the ball for 6-7 yards per carry, we don't need an end around to the 7th round fucking receiver. That's gonna lose.
The flea flicker still in the game. I don't feel like that ever works.
Ben Johnson runs it pretty well. Like all his.
Is that the team that the guy was going to pitch it back and then he ran instead? That was pretty sweet.
I feel like Caleb Williams last week, bro, had more receptions than Matthew Golden's had in a game this year. Am I crazy to think that?
I think you're right.
I saw him catch 2 back to back.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right.
Horvat, good to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone that joined live or otherwise. We need you.
America.
We need you. We'll be back. No Packer postgame show Monday because I'll be working.
No, yeah, I will be too.
But turn on my show.
Yeah, I'll be. Turn on BetMGM tonight. I'll be there and I'll be breaking down the game. Shoot, man, we play that night. Why do the? Don't you? I hate when the Packers are Monday night. I prefer Sunday night.
Me too.
So I could enjoy it with the sound on.
Me too.
I should
was sitting there watching the game, being like, "Do you think Kyle Tucker is going to sign with the Dodgers, or do you think he's going to sign with the Phillies?"
Okay, well, you know what? I want my final remarks to be this. All right, fuck Kyle Tucker. That's what I got.
All right. Thank you all for stopping into the Winklerverse.